Hello and welcome to Lesson 1 in Character Awareness with Destiny Palmistry. My name is Sari Puhaka. I hope you are going to enjoy your very first lesson and I look forward to teaching you. What we are going to be talking about in the first lesson is the skin texture and its consistency. You can go back anytime you like. What do your hands say about you? Learning to read hands can be a beginning of a wonderful journey of discovering more about yourself as well as others. Imagine looking at someone's hands and instantly being able to recognize their character. Your true potential and some hidden character traits can prepare you for your success. You can achieve future goals in career, relationships, family and health, and much more by the help of being able to read your hands. If you understand the basics of palmistry, like the shape of the hands and fingers, the lines will make more sense. The fingers especially are an important part of palmistry because they show how we can express ourselves, how we've developed in the past. Our fingers are all different shapes. Not everyone has the same shaped fingers. So we'll be talking about that particularly in the lessons to come. Skin texture and consistency. So the consistency means the flesh part, is it soft or is it hard? So taking note of the skin texture and consistency of the flesh should be the first one to receive your attention, because you can make an instant analysis on the basic character. So which type of skin do you think you have? Average skin? Average skin shows somebody with a reasonable amount of energy and sensitivity. The ridges are fairly easily seen and the texture feels similar to paper. This kind of skin is mostly found on women. An average skin slightly coarse. The ridges and fingerprints are a little bit more visible and there's not as many fine lines all over the palm. So it feels a little bit rougher than paper. And this type of skin found in men or women who have a good amount of energy usually, but they're not particularly refined or overly sensitive. Coarse skin, on the other hand, the ridges are very visible and usually only the major lines are present on the palm. What I mean by major lines is the lines that go across the palm and down the palm, a lifeline, headline and heart line. So I'll be talking about those lines in other lessons. So coarse and very coarse skin belongs to someone who uses their hands a lot. They'll be happiest in the great outdoors and they feel quickly at unease if they're stuck between walls for too long. People with smooth and delicate skin, they're quite sensitive. Whenever I see someone with hands that are covered in many lines and their hands feel very delicate, it just shows their personality is also delicate. Thick skin belongs to people with thick skin, so they're naturally more robust. The colour's usually very even and the skin ridges and the fingerprints are very clearly visible. Thin skin has more delicate lines. They're usually many lines all over the palms and the ridges are hardly visible like the fingerprints. So the skin may appear transparent with visible veins or reddish blotches. These people don't always have a lot of energy, but they're very sensitive. Soft and flabby is when the skin is floppy or loose and there's a distinct lack of spring when you press the hand. It's okay to have flabby skin at old age, it's normal, but otherwise soft and flabby skin is an indication of laziness, someone who's a bit of a dreamer or a procrastinator. These people will have a lack of muscular development, so I regularly advise them to try and be more physically active. So to summarise, the average skin is someone who is receptive and practical. They're very balanced, not overly sensitive, not overly cold, not overly emotional. They have a nice balance. If the skin is coarse, that means usually they work with their hands. So they are probably hardworking. They're usually very sensible and practical, but they can be insensitive in a way that they not romantic. They probably don't want to tell you they love you. They might show it more physical way rather than talking about it. So the very coarse skin takes it to the next level. They might even have cold hands and they're probably not the cuddly type, definitely not the romantic type. Sometimes you can have very coarse hard skin if you have health problems, especially like diabetes and things like that. Smooth skin belong to very sensitive, quiet people, and they are most likely to be the romantic type, but their feelings are hurt quite easily, so that's what I mean by they're sensitive. Also their health is sensitive, so they are most likely to have health problems. Thick skin, these people rarely get sick. They are quite robust, and then if they do get sick, it's usually like suddenly, they're not aware of it. Thin skin, on the other hand, do get ill easier, and their personality is quite impatient. It's like the saying, very thin-skinned, so that's pretty much what it means. And the thin skin is not protecting the person very well, so they have to be careful with soaps and detergents, and they're probably sensitive to everything that's around them, like you know, they would be prone to allergies and things like that. So ideally, health-wise, if you have thick skin, you will definitely be healthier. Soft and flabby, obviously you can tell a soft and flabby hand. It squishes in and it's usually very smooth as well. So these people probably lazy, to be honest. They probably don't do much exercise, and or they have jobs that require them to be still. And the last one, very hairy hands on the top, shows they have a lot of testosterone, and so they would be very masculine. I rarely see hairy hands on a woman, but yeah, there's a sign of the man's man. So I hope you've enjoyed learning about the skin, and the next lesson will be a lot harder because it goes into different areas of the hand, and I'll try and explain it to you as best as I can. So thank you very much, and moving on.